All right, I'm back at that location a couple hours away from where I live. High stakes, 1,500 out of pocket and 3,500 in earnings on 4 hours play, or should I say 4 hours work. It doesn't feel like play. I'm not one who actually enjoys this very much. I pretend at the table. And actually, I am finding it helpful to, act like a cheerleader for the other players at the table. That does seem to lighten the mood, and everybody's, maybe it just makes me feel a little better too. But it just wears me out. 4 hours is long 4 hours. So I'm definitely ahead of the expected value on these 4 hours. I haven't done the calculation yet, but I think it's, 3,500 on 4 hours. What is that? 800 an hour? Is that 800? A little more than 800 an hour. So that's pretty good. What else can I tell you about? Well, thoughts on this casino. This is the one I've told you that seems to be very, very aware of me and marking my play, but not doing anything to slow my roll. It could be that this casino's management just doesn't sweat the card counters. I don't know. Which would be a tremendous, if true. It was tricky driving down here tonight. The weather's crummy where I live here. It's snowing and freezing. The car did slide sideways a bit on the freeway coming down here. So I'm going to spend the night down here. Come back around midday tomorrow. The high limit room will be open at that time. And I'll try that. And if that's not working, they got a bunch of low stakes tables that I can bounce around on before heading back home tomorrow afternoon. Anyway, good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, so the expected value of the stakes I was playing, which was $50 to $1,200. Is that right? No, $50 to $600. Was about $80-$90 an hour. So making more than $800 an hour is way ahead of the expected value. So that's a very productive night. Just give you that little tidbit before heading for the sack here. All right, so 1725 on the day today, 3,500 yesterday. So about a 5,200 2-day. That's a good 2-day run. I was up almost 3,000 today, maybe almost close to 4, but it dripped away over the rest of the day. So a win is a win, right? So again, I almost wonder, because this casino is clearly marking it. Actually, there was one point where I think right after I'd sat down, I saw the dealer get a phone call, or the pit boss get a phone call, turn to his computer, and I could see the computer screen from where I was sitting at the table. And the computer screen has that cartoon image of the blackjack table with all the spots on it. He looked at this cartoon of the table, touched the spot where I was sitting, and entered some data. I think this casino just knows I'm counting, and they're just marking me to see what a counter can do against them. I did make about a $1,000 or $500 mistake too. I think I bet 8 against a 5, and I doubled down on 8 against 5, and that was a mistake. That's a bad play. Other than that, it was a pretty steady day. Had some very nice players to play with as well, except for one 20-minute stretch there when a guy who's had way too much to drink came to the table and just would not shut up and would not speak quietly. And then whenever it was his turn to give a hand signal to the dealer, he would drag that out. Very frustrating. Oh, I just thought of another really stupid Space Cadet thing I did that could have cost me $500. So I tallied up, played my last shoe, tallied up at the end, and I wasn't paying attention. I was supposed to get 3 purple chips, 2 black chips, and a green chip. But what I grabbed were just 2 of the 3 purple chips, and the black chip, and 2 black chips, and the 1 green chip. I'm about 40 feet away from the table, and someone comes running down. The other guy that was at the table comes running down. to get me. And I learned a dark thing, I think this is dark, about the casino. He said, you have a purple chip waiting for you back at the table. You didn't pick up all your money, all your winnings. And he said, the casino does not have to come get you when you do that. He said, but I can come get you. If that guy had not been sitting at the table, I'd be out $500. Woe be to you if any of you are tempted to think I'm a perfect card counter, you are very wrong. Hopefully, with my mistakes, I'll still be able to net more than I lose. Anyway, think about it. Walking away from $500. Whew.